Time now to go across to my colleagues Vinni and Sharad. They're standing by to talk to us about Nykaa. Remember, it hit an all-time low level yesterday, but what are the prospects looking like now? And what are the bull and the bear case scenario? They're joining us with the 360-degree analysis. Guys, take it away.
Well, yes, in focus we are having Nykaa, and do remember the valuations. That is something that has seen a big correction, almost 72% coming in. And you rightly pointed out that the peak market cap was almost 1.15 lakh crore, and that has also corrected, coming in at almost 39,000 crore rupees. But now, speaking of valuations, let's look at the bull case scenario, what it means for Nykaa. And Vinny, I think the first step should be the valuations have turned reasonable. Now, apart from valuations turning corrected, as we say, apart from this is one of the only profitable new age tech companies. And of course, a whole list of new age tech companies have been listed, around 7 to 9 of them over the last 18 months. Now, apart from this, there's an accelerated growth coming in, especially in the transacting customers. Now, these are the operational numbers, and they have started improving going ahead. And this actually becomes pretty strong case for the bull case scenario. And apart from this, there's a steady rise coming in the AOV numbers, which I stated, which is the operational numbers, and also the customer cohort futures that has improved. Now, that means the high margins is expected going ahead, and this is what analysts are stating. And lastly, the overall growth in the beauty market, the BPC market as we call it in the startup space, that has also increased because the disposable income has also increased.
Absolutely, that's the bull case. But Sharad, let's not forget, there is a bear case coming into play over here as well. And that is, in terms of competition, we've seen a lot of increased competition. Reliance Retail is also talking about entering this segment as well. So, they are cash rich, they do have the money, so more wallet spending could actually come in for Nykaa. Rising competition is a factor that comes into play. Obviously, in the last 6 months, what we saw coming in was one, the CFO, Arvind Agarwal, actually resigned from the company, so a big post that is getting freed up over there, and that is a factor that came into mind. And other than that, the bonus issue that did happen, there was a bit of a worry in terms of the minds of investors, because they did raise some of the corporate governance issues over there, and they were worried about that. So that was a factor that came into play for Nykaa over there as well. Other than that, in terms of, shareholder value that has already been lost since its listing, like the valuations have corrected. So shareholders are worried that, will they be seeing long-term value actually coming back, and, will it come back to its glory that we saw coming in before, is a factor to keep an eye out on. And obviously, valuations is a factor that comes into play for all these new age tech companies as well. Mama's IPO that is, going to be coming soon. But, just on the news of that, also around that, the valuation became a big concern that, are these still fairly valued, or they are still expensive? But that's a factor that we all are keeping an eye out on.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for bringing us that